Well guys, I got some really good and some really bad news for you. Let's start off with the good news. As you can see, Jeepster McJeepface is on the trailer and we're headed over to Chattanooga tonight to see my buddy Enzo, who entirely rebuilt the 6.1 Hemi that was in it. It went to a machine shop and Enzo put all new parts in it and make sure that this time around this engine is put together perfectly. And now to the not so good news. There's something I haven't told you guys yet. Something that happened last weekend. I rolled my dad's Jeep. Yeah, tough one, really tough one. I can't even tell you guys what this feels like. You just saw the clip. Just to give you guys a quick rundown of what happened that night and how all this came together. So we went on a really good, really long, really intense trail ride with the guys from Factor 55 that day. Me and a couple of friends and other YouTubers, we all went out to dinner together, and we're sitting at dinner and finished, and we were like, you know how long it's been since we just went out wheeling without cameras and just us and just have fun, right? We decided, let's go for a night ride. About, I don't know, an hour into the trail ride, the first really big obstacle actually came. It was sloppy, it was wet, it was dark, it was 2 a.m. at that point. Yeah, it wasn't anything crazy, honestly. It was a steep, I would say 12-foot ledge. It had, you know, it was slanted towards the driver's side into a bank with a tree on the side. It was steep and rocky, but nothing super crazy. Nothing we wouldn't hit, you know, in any other day, in any other scenario. So it was my turn. I rolled up on it and kind of felt it out. Rolled up on it, rolled back, rolled up on it, rolled back. Kind of see how the Jeep reacts, what the tires are doing, what the suspension is doing. Everything felt safe. Everything felt like, all right, we're ready to send this thing. You know, I backed up and I gave it, you know, some good throttle, but nothing over the top. And drove up on the hill, and about halfway, I would say at about 6 feet, what it felt like, the Jeep completely got sideways. What must have happened is I must have hit a root or a rock on my passenger side, which kicked me on the opposite side over to the driver's side, and the Jeep got completely sideways in the hill, and there was nothing I could have done to save that, unfortunately, not with this. Anyways, we ended at the bottom of the hill, rolled, I don't know, like kind of sideways, kind of end over end, kind of a mix of both. Landed on the bottom. And we were all safe, we were strapped in, everything was safe, nobody got hurt. We rolled the Jeep back over, started to pull plugs, and you know, engine fired right back up afterwards, no problem. I was actually able to drive it all the way out back onto the trailer that same night in that rough of a condition. We had to do some work to it, pull the grill out and all kinds of other stuff. Now it's back on the trailer. The Jeepster is back on the trailer. I have to head to Chattanooga tonight, but before that, I'm going to drop this thing off at my dad's house because I need the Jeepster to be unloaded in Chattanooga, and this is going to be too much of a back and forth game. So I'm going to drop the YJ at my dad's house, which means this is going to be the very first time where my dad actually sees the Jeep the way it is now. So let's see what he's got to say. Let's go. All right, guys, we're just pulling up into my dad's neighborhood. Let's see what he's got to say.
Oh man, that's so
I told him about it before, so he's seen pictures, but this is the first time he's seen it live. So the worst is already behind us, but this is like first time him seeing it live now.
This is why it's not for hire. Oh man, Jesus Christ, man. Oh.
I know. back here, it's pushed down. See, it's pushed in. It's probably not pushed down, is what my body shop man Mark Hendricks told me. So yeah, I know I f***ed up. It's my fault. This is not cool. This was a rental and nothing to destroy. So
people say treat it like a rental.
yeah, I was trying not to. I swear I was trying not to. Anyway, I know you have Trail Hero coming up in a month, and we'll make sure that this thing will be done and basically like new. We already went ahead and ordered
parts. It never gets better from that kind of.
No, it never gets better, but we can see how much of it we can recoup and bring it back to where it was as close as we can.
I love this.
I know. Anyway,
it's like you see your girlfriend in a puddle of blood.
No! God, please, no!
That's how that feels, yeah.
Anyway, we already started ordering parts. So we already start collecting parts, ordering parts. Everything is on its way. It should arrive here sometime next week, and then the rebuild should begin.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's definitely I don't need to point out what's broken. It's the hood, it's the grill, both fenders.
For how long did it run?
It ran. We shut it off immediately.
No, how much later? Like for you still?
Oh, we drove it out. We let it run for like 10 minutes just to let it run and standing still, and then I drove it 30 minutes out of the trail. It drives perfectly fine. Yeah, it's just body panels, a windshield, and yeah, the top that needs to be straightened in the back.
I don't think the word just. I have to say one thing. Thank you, Bob. TNT Customs, Wyoming. If you need anything properly manufactured that fits like a glove on your vehicle, look at that roll cage. And now think of a bolt-on solution for a roll cage. I have not been part of this. This is here the first thing I see. And I'm a little shocked.
This is the third rollover this roll cage has had and has nothing.
There's nothing.
No.
Nothing.
Look how smashed the windshield is and how straight and perfect the bar is. Safety first, guys.
I mean, you can
proper roll cage does.
You can always replace a hood or a fender or so.
Yeah.
But you can't replace your head, your spine, and whatever else.
A proper roll cage doesn't just protect you from getting seriously injured with a rollover like this, but also it protects your vehicle. Without this roll cage, a lot more would be tweaked at this point. Casey highlights survived. They're okay still. Not a scratch. The Smitty build winch survived. It just popped out, but this can be put back. This is not a big deal. Nothing is broken or anything. So Smitty build winch got it hard. This is where I landed on when I went end over end. Yep. So fender, hood, grill, hood, reservoir tank got smushed back here, windshield frame with a windshield, and then the back corner. Let me show you guys one more time. This got pushed in and down, as you can see here and here. So this part needs to be pulled this way, basically, as far as I know. You can also see in here the gap that this created. This is how much it moved. And because of this fitting here on the coilover hit the body and it spilled all the oil out. But that's just a new fitting, it should be fine. Like I said, parts are on order, and then next weekend we're gonna get on rebuilding this thing, repainting it, at least the parts that need to be repainted, and then it should be back together here shortly. So stay tuned for that, guys. I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.